On our Sunday special, residents of Pushit in Mangu local government area of Plateau State are currently living in fear of another possible attack in the coming days. The brutal attackers have issued a notice of an expected attack in a viral message which has heightened tension in the already frightened community. TVC News Godwin Agwam visited Pushit community in Mangu local government area of Plateau State and he filed in this report.
It has been a tale of pain and anguish since 2001, when indigenes of Plateau State began to witness deadly attacks from suspected killer herdsmen. Thousands of people have been killed, houses destroyed, farmlands and properties worth millions of naira have been razed, no thanks to the reign of terror from killers that continue to evade the military and other security agencies. In 2018, the Plateau Peace Building Agency estimated that between 2001 to 2015 alone, more than 7,000 people were killed in the state that once prided itself as a home of peace. This is Pushit, an agrarian community in Mangu local government of Plateau State. The community was among several others that was attacked in May this year. The scars and memories of previous attacks are still very fresh. Dediket Gupia is the district head of Pushit. He tells us how his community has been under siege and ravaged by deadly marauders.
So generally, I am not happy. My people are displaced. Some cannot even go to their place of abode for now, because the place is devastated, burned places, houses down to ruins that they cannot go. So I feel seriously bad about it. Pushit in particular, in fact, they burned about almost 500 houses, and about over 50 people were killed in the course of this event.
Now, a once vibrant community is literally gasping for breath and is made even worse by the likelihood of another attack and a threat to snuff life out of what is left in the area. There is already an exodus out of this community as residents flee to safety.
Threat is not a shocking news, it's not a new thing to us because we have been receiving so many threats. But this one comes very heavy and the people of the community are panic about it. And we received a threat that they are coming on the 29th and we are not quite free with it yet because we know that anything can happen by these very attackers. This house has been abandoned and empty for more than 3 months since the occupants fled the community. Mama Rinret Ezekiah is left alone in this house, but she lives in fear of a possible attack. She says her relatives who live in the city have refused to visit.
Most of even our children, they refuse to come because of this thing. One of my uncle even came and he said he will never come to Maraba because of this thing. Because there are so many happenings, there are dangers, kidnappings and all around. Even some people, some of our children living in maybe Abuja or Jos, they want to come home. Then they will kidnap them because they have money, because they are living in Abuja. So they are fearing of coming to the village. Okay. Even to see us with what had happened, some of my child has never even come to see the village again.
We started encountering this thing. It started 16 May of this year. And as of that time, that was the time for farming season. And most of the farmers have cultivated their farmlands. They have planted crops. Some are even at the process of weeding the farm. But this ugly incident came up that very 16, and since then we have been receiving so many attacks here and there. As I'm talking to you, about 13 villages were deserted, right from that May up to this moment.
Although the expected date of the attack was 29th of December, locals here are still not letting their guards down.
Naturally, I feel bad because under normal circumstances, nobody would want to hear anything like that. It places us on a lot of tension. And for someone to write of wanting to unleash terror on my people. In fact, it created a lot of tension in me. I was worried about it. Though we mostly take it for media or viral information that may not be true. But there are elements of truth in some of those things. And seriously, we were tense up with that kind of message. We couldn't have taken it just for granted.
President Bola Tinubu has given a marching order to security chiefs to tackle the insecurity in Plateau and restore normalcy to affected communities. The order is coming off the heels of a 500 million naira donation earlier made by the First Lady, Senator Oluremu Tinubu, to affected communities. Security chiefs are giving assurances of safety for lives and property, but people in the local communities are taking it with a pinch of salt, as this is not the first time they will be left to their fate in the face of deadly attacks. It remains to be seen how the visit of the Vice President and other service chiefs to affected communities will improve an already bad situation. The cries of natives of Plateau State are loud and clear, and President Bola Tinubu has given a marching order to security operatives to tackle this crisis head-on. The IGP has assured that a special squad will be set up. It is hoped that security operatives will match their words with action. Godwin Agwam, TVC News, Pushit.